There's a man. His name was Steve. He was a barman, so most people called him Barman Steve. Now, Barman Steve didn't have many friends for being in a cottage all the way in a different land. So his only friend was a wolf. He didn't name it because he didn't have a name. But anyway, he liked to call it Greg. Greg the dog. Greg was his only friend and was his best friend for life. Now, Greg and him would go run off and play together. One day, while Barman Steve was setting up his fireplace, he misclicked, and it accidentally got on his house. He ran and called for his dog to follow. He kept running and running and running because he didn't want to get burned. He kept running, and didn't ever look behind him to see if Greg followed. When he looked behind him, he saw that Greg wasn't following him. So he ran back. He ran and he ran. Seeing that the house was on fire, he was so sad. He didn't think Greg would have made it. He waited for Greg to come out. He kept calling, "Greg, come out. Boy, Greg, where are you?" Until he came back. He saw that there was no more Greg. It was just a fiery blaze. He saw that Greg has died. He didn't know what to do. Greg was his only friend. And he didn't have any water or anything. So he ran off into so he kept running until he found, of course, the world called Skyden. Until, of course, he found a world called Skyden. He wanted to capture her dogs because he didn't have any dogs of his own. When secretly though, sorry guys, okay. But even though, if you went back to his cottage, seeing Greg died, sadly. He ran. Greg made it out. He didn't get to the water in time. Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my skit about why Barman Steve hates dogs. So it turns out that Barman Steve didn't hate dogs. He usually really loved them. But because of the misclick. Anyway, I want to go off to... Greg is still alive. No, I'm just kidding, guys. This actually was not Greg. This was Greg's stunt performance. And Greg was just a hologram. This is the real dog. We used him, but for the dead dog, we used the hologram. Because we do not show actually dying. So, yeah. Here's Greg's stunt. And, here's the stunt house in case. Build exactly the same as the other house. Look, there's no... Oh, never mind. Greg did live. Well, this was the stunt house, and this is how I performed it all. So of course I went to the BarMan Steve Skin, and I built a house with a dog, knowing that the dog would not catch on fire, it would run to the water. Okay, so what I did is I built a cottage and told you guys the story. All I wanted was that. Even if I misclicked, I would have accidentally looked. So I built a house. I made it that Greg would not die. Look how long it takes to get to the spot Greg was at. Greg was standing right here. It still hasn't reached him. And Greg actually did live, if you saw. Everything would have been... Greg would have still been alive. See? I know if I messed up this performance, then I would run to this house for my next one. For my new episode of it. Anyway, so, I would have gone to this house, and look, it's an exact replica, and I even have Greg's stunt dog. And yeah, then of course I just told you guys the story of why BarMan Steve hates dogs, or wanted to kill my dog. In it, look, it would have never reached to Greg, because Greg was sitting right here. And that white pup. So of course, we had a hologram of when I was running, we got Greg into a kind of like kind of a red thing. So then he would whimper, but he'd also run after. And then we had the white puff with smoke for special effects. So yeah, guys, Greg is fine, and Greg's stunt is fine. And and please comment and subscribe if you like this video. And remember to join the animal lovers. Okay, and also #animal lover.